Was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse stuck on a pen, because Grandma's jaguar scared the mouse away. The stockings were hung in the laundry room with care, because that's the only place in the house with a hook in there. Mr. Leon was snuggled with Toot on the couch, laying kind of funny, and he always says, "My neck hurts. Ouch." And Mr. Leon in his cap, and Grandma in her schnozzinator and eye mask had just settled in for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed, I tripped on the schnozzinator hose and almost hit my head on the baseboard. And so when I opened the shutters and looked to see what was the matter, I opened the window to see all of the lights in the backyard were on. And Hefe and Putty Tat were just sitting there with eyes wide open, because they couldn't believe that the amount of light in the backyard looked just like daylight to everything below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his fast unicorn-like reindeer came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, now Comet, now Cupid, now Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the gazebo, now dash away, dash away all. And as leaves that before a wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the unicorn reindeer they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. They almost slipped off because our roof is very steep. And as I turned my head around, closed my window, down the oven hood, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his toe, and his clothes, he was so sweaty because it's warm here in Florida. He took off his hat and he mopped his brow and said, "Oh, holy cow, who knew it would be this hot down here?" So as he took his bundle of toys off his pack, he looked at me and said, "Are there kids in this house?" And I said, "No, there's just 2 grown-ups." And he said, "Not again." And I offered him a plate full of cookies and milk. And he said, "Oh, not now. I'm getting so sick of cookies. If I eat one more, I'm going to throw up." So I looked at him with his, all sweaty, and I said, "St. Nicholas, have a seat. I'll take your blood sugar and your blood pressure and have some water. You'll feel much better." His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry, his droll little mouth drew up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was white as snow. He said, "Whew, I'm so sweaty." I said, "I know what to do. Take off that fur coat. I'll get you a clean white t-shirt of Mr. Leon's from Chula Vista Fire Department." So he took off his sweaty clothes and put on a clean pair of socks and a clean t-shirt and said, "Oh, I feel so much better now." So as he smoked his little pipe that he held in his teeth, the smoke circled round his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly. And when I said, "Here's an Alka-Seltzer," he laughed, and his belly like it was full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right old jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. "How are you feeling there, Saint Nick?" He said, "I'm feeling much better." So, with a wink of an eye and a twist of his head, he gave me that look that I had nothing to dread. He went to work quickly and filled stockings for Toot and Oshi. And when he turned and laid his finger aside his nose, he said, "Oh, do you have a tissue? I need to blow my nose." And giving a nod up the hood over the oven, he rose, sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. I waved, "Don't forget my two granddaughters. They're in Pittsburgh. Make sure you come down their chimney tonight." And away he flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all, good night." Love you, girls. Okay. Said Grandma, she's goofy. She's goofy.